How's it going, guys? I'm bringing back an old series as the most recent Highlander season has finished and it's time to go back to doing some demo reviews of the games. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, my Highlander team is called Strong Opinions, and for the past 2 seasons we've been playing in the Premiership division of ETF12. That's the highest tier of European Highlander. Okay, that's the best accolade, is to try and win that, and we won Season 9 and Season 10. So heading into Season 11 we were trying to win our third in a row and be only the second ever team to be able to do that. And the first team was SNSD. They won the first 3 seasons, and we were hoping to match that and, you know, stake our claim as being one of the best teams of all time. And in the end we did. We have actually ended up winning Season 11. Unfortunately, it wasn't quite the way we planned. We did win all of our games throughout the season, got to the grand final, but when it came to the crunch, the team that we were supposed to play in the grand final couldn't get enough players, and they didn't want to play along those days that were there. So in the end we ended up getting a free win. So we wasn't actually a grand final played, not how we wanted things to go down, because we were obviously extremely confident, having only dropped a few rounds all season. We really wanted to just finish it off with style in the grand final. But moving on from that, we've got some great games to look at. There's some new maps that I haven't done demo reviews on before, and we're going to be starting with this one. This was the upper bracket final, okay, and this was against Tourette's Chess Club. This was the team that we were supposed to play in the grand final anyway, so you can kind of consider this the final, I suppose. And Chess Club were another team that had 2 Premiership wins. They won Season 7 and 8 before us, so if they'd have won this season as well, then they would have gone on to 3 wins and moved ahead of us. But as the case was, we ended up going through. So this was on the map Coal Plant. This is a map we haven't looked at before. I do believe it's its first season in European Highlander, and it's pretty much a reskin of Asheville. It's a King of the Hill map. There are some changes, some fences. It's a lot darker looking, a lot more grey, and it's supposedly much better because of the different sight lines. Okay, so we'll see how things go, and I'll try and talk through what I'm doing in this game as the medic on my team, and you can kind of get an idea of how things went. I can try and point out my mistakes, so if you guys play this map you don't make the same mistakes. Okay, so our team was pretty much our full lineup. I will try to refer to them by the names of the classes rather than by their names, but you'll probably see some names that you recognize. The only change was our sniper. Cloudy wasn't able to play this map, so we had Twisted play instead. Twisted, a very good sniper himself, one of our backups, and he also plays in my sixes team as well, so we've got a lot of experience playing together. So without no further ado, we'll just get straight into the game. This was the start. We are kind of a little bit into the demo because there was a full start earlier. But the first thing I'll talk about this map is the poor spawns. Now obviously as a medic you want to heal your demo straight away, but I couldn't heal our demo there because he spawned on the other side, the opposite door. And that's a really poor thing about this map, is the spawns. There should be maybe a change to do that. So we're just going straight out of main. If there's any stickies there, then our pyro can deal with it, but our demo gets headshot straight away. Tracker is a very, very good sniper, and he's someone that we want to focus. I missed the arrow there. It actually goes into our pyro when I tried to arrow our heavy, so that didn't work out too well. I noticed the mid-fight's going really badly, so I back out. Fortunately our respawns come in. Pyro does a great job there defending me to start off with, and then our respawns of our scout and our demo come in and really help. So I've stayed alive. That means I've still got Uber in the bank, and we can try and recontest this. So we're trying to push our way in from the left side. Now I'm a little bit worried about the sniper, but our sniper then gets a medic pick, so that's huge. And our demo does something really good there. He stands still, and I get dropped. Well, I was going to say, our demo stands still, and that's when I take the opportunity to shoot an arrow at him. And that's just that burst healing. You know, you get 75 healing or more just by shooting an arrow at him, and then that just saves a couple of seconds that you would for the minigun. But the sniper was in an angle there that I suppose it probably was called. We did kill their medic as well, so that it was a pretty much equal. But it was rather unfortunate there. We could have held quite more comfortably if I'd had my Uber to be able to use. So first mistake I guess there, not being 100% aware of where the sniper was. There was a big jump in from behind us there. I thought it was a soldier, but it probably was our soldier, I'm not sure. We're just trying to defend this left hand side at the moment, just keeping our players healed as best we can. There again, our pyro is standing still so that he can receive that arrow and just get back into the fight quicker, and then I can just heal him off at there. On the far side there's our soldier. He asks me for an arrow, tells me we're in. The most important thing is our team, they hit the old medic key, so then that arrow, that medic cross comes up, so I know where they are, and then they say, hit me with an arrow, and I immediately have to try and react. So again, our soldiers hit the medic key, then someone blocks the arrow there, which is rather unfortunate, but so there I'm just being able to heal both my team on the left and right, but they've Ubered in here. I'm under no danger, so I don't need to use, and now I've used because I want to bring in my players, but unfortunately our demo gets killed, so kind of falls a bit flat on its face there. Would have been, we wanted really to counter that, take our scout, our demo, and our pyro in and just basically kill everything, but unfortunately there was a little bit of lag going on here. I think it was the server lag. It looked rather weird on the demo. Yeah, I think our server was being hit by lag spikes. So once again, I've managed to survive, which is really good because it means I can keep healing my team and they can keep putting pressure out, and it means also I can keep building Uber. So I'm at 60%, but they do have an advantage. But you can see their sniper's on a 4-kill streak. He takes on a demo again, and you know, demo is one of the most important classes in Highlander. But especially on the King of the Hill map, where you know you can put out so much damage and everyone else can follow up. So we've rotated to the right hand side now, and I'm not sure what we're doing. I think we're just trying to go in there. People are taking a lot of damage. This is not a good position, and I'm just saying, right, in this position, let's go in. I wanted to use that Uber there so I didn't take any damage, so I actually was healthy for the post-Uber fight. But essentially we've just taken that Uber in just to take the space and then get our team on the point and cap, which is what we've managed to do. We just need to be careful of the counter push now coming in from them. I probably should have arrowed my demo there, because you see how long it took me to heal him up to his normal health. Wasn't expecting my scout to jump. See there, it's fine. I'm healing pretty quickly on my scout, but again, I should probably have hit an arrow on my demo so that he was actually fully healed up, just like this. Now he's straight back in the fight. You look at the kill feed, our scout is on an 8-kill streak. Thalash was going absolutely ham behind enemy lines and just picking up loads and loads of kills for us. So that worked out really well for us. And you know, again, our scout and our soldier, they're part of the flank, but they're coming in for buffs just so that they can get into the fight and, you know, get something done. But then their Uber comes in. I don't have it quite yet, so I have to back off here. And then I won't use it straight away because we don't want them to cap. We don't want them to get any cap time whatsoever. So this is pretty much a solo Uber on our demo. I flash my NG so that he can get a little bit of help killing this spy. I'm trying to dodge the stuff coming in from the demo man. Great reflex there from my pyro just to keep me alive. Pretty sure one of those pipes would have hit me otherwise. But I'm still alive, and we've got less than 10 seconds left on the clock now. We don't really have to worry about anything else other than the point. And obviously the enemy team has to throw themselves on the point, otherwise the overtime is going to finish. So the spy's on there, we've got to kill the spy, and that's it. They've got to flood in, and we just use that to our advantage and take them out. So that puts us one round to the good, and that was a fairly comfortable round. I know obviously the early drop wasn't perfect, but things happen, these things happen, and we built back from it. So again, kind of awkward spawning. I'm trying to think of a better way to be able to heal our demo, but it didn't really work out. So we're just going through main again this time. And you can see the enemy flank there has totally taken our right side. The scout and the soldier are getting really, really aggressive. So I moved over to the right side just to give my flank a little bit more heals. Our combo played on the right hand side as well, but those heals didn't work out too well because we didn't get the necessary frags. Our demo gets a couple of kills there, takes down some key players. You can see also in the kill feed we are getting some frags. So even though I've died and their medics survived, they're not able to cap straight away because we had a lot of presence on the point. Again, bad spawns. I spawn on the right hand side, my combat classes spawn on the left. So that's my biggest gripe about this map. So I'm just leaving my heavy to eat his sandwich there. I gave him an arrow just to give me a little bit of extra Uber building, because obviously crossbow actually does build Uber now. And I'm just stacking the heals. I know my demo's calling for heals there, but I was stacking on our heavy so that he could win the heavy fight. But then we don't really kind of wait and push in together, so that wasn't very good from us. But in those situations, it's obviously quite hard sometimes to get the calls. Looking at the demo, the kill feed, sorry, fragmented is the enemy medic, and he goes down to a pipe from our demo man. So we do have a huge advantage now. We have the heal advantage in the fact that my team can get healed, the enemy team can't. I'm trying to cross here. The sniper is top right, and just like he dropped me in the earlier on, I'm trying to say to my scout, stand still so I can freaking arrow you. But that sniper was holding top right, and there you go, again, he gets me. There was just no focus, and just half a second later, he goes down to our scout. So, probably my fault, shouldn't have pushed in, should have just waited for the pressure, because we did have control there. But I was very, very aware that a lot of my team were on the right, and I wanted to get across there and give them some heals. Because, you know, if the enemy team is actually healing well, and we're not, that obviously gives them advantage with those buffs. So, yeah, a mistake from me there. But we're holding on the right-hand side this time because the sniper's holding top right, so we don't really want to walk into his sight line like I just did. So, just playing on the right side. I'm just looking around. I'm just trying to make sure I'm aware of spies. You can see him, like, spinning around a lot. I'm only really looking at my players when I'm trying to distinguish about who I'm healing. I try to turn around where possible, just so that I know, you know, there's no spy behind me or anything like that. But a lot of people getting quite weak here. It's not working out very well for us. We have control of the point, but the other enemy team is in the lead still. And something comes in behind me. Thankfully, our pyro does get... I'm just using it straight away here. Using it straight away. I'm 24 HP. I've got my scout and my pyro with me. We can chase. We can get some extra frags here. There we go. We kill the pyro as well. So we get 3-4 frags out of that Uber. Simply because we Ubered in and our teammates used that distraction as well to pick up some frags. But yeah, it was very, very close to very close to me dying there. But it was great protection skills from my pyro and my scout to keep me alive. So again, we're holding on this right hand side. We're not being able to block the point very well though. So this is why our demo drops, trying to get some damage there. It's not very easy for me to heal him though, and I don't know, don't really like this position. It's not been a great position. Our scout, again, he's on a 9 kill streak, so again, he's on the enemy lines, getting a lot of frags going on. Scout top right, pressuring me. I'm screaming, kill them! And the soldier comes in for the follow-up and gets me. And I'm not sure why we're not getting more pressure forward now. We are finally. There we go. Because their enemy medic is up, but we killed 3 or 4 players. They've Ubered, but look how much time we've got on the point. I can take this teleporter, and as long as we don't lose too many players, we can repush this. So my pyro is there to meet me, arrow my demo just so he's full HP to go into the fight, try to arrow my scout and miss. And Spy's asking for heals, but he's not a priority at that moment. You know, he does want to get into the fight, he does kind of DM a lot, but my priority was getting my demo and my sniper up to good HP. My demo does die there, which is unfortunate. So we're not going to have that much point presence. So we need to be careful here. We need to keep my sniper alive so he's watching those sidelines. Tell my soldier just to maybe stay with me a little bit longer. Great shot there by my sniper just to take down the pyro. And we are losing people though. We are losing people. And this is a bit dangerous. So I'm putting a lot of faith into my team here. My engineer usually plays on the back lines, but he comes and tries to pocket me a little bit, but unfortunately can't finish off the scout there because he was the only one actually participating. So unfortunate there, it happens. Sometimes you don't always land all your shots. But because of that fight, we've held on to the point for another 30 seconds. So in reality, you know, it could still be quite close, but we've managed to hold on to it for another 30 seconds. So it's given us great kind of advantage on the time. We're getting pressure on point again, and we're just coming in. We're just going to fight this now. We're just going to try to bully them out and win it. I'm giving my heavy an arrow just to give me a little bit more Uber, and then leave him to eat his sandwich, because then I can heal other people. He can get up to full HP. Very soon he'll have crit heals, so then I can go and heal him now. He's at crit heals. He's at 450 HP straight away, and it's really kind of... That's something important in your heal orders. Don't know why I started healing my heavy there. That was poor from me. Should have just kept it going on my demo, because he was the one who was fighting. Fortunately, though, I have a very, very good pyro. My soldier gets juggled and I miss the arrow. And I think he's lucky to get out there. Well played by him to survive. But because he got juggled by the enemy soldier's rocket, narrowly missed that arrow to maybe could have kept him in the fight a little bit longer. But we have full Uber now, and we're just waiting for our respawns. We don't want to push straight away with the Uber. Would have been pointless pushing with a pyro and a heavy. But I'm like, okay, let's go in. Sniper's watching us. Let's get our scout and our demo in. They get a couple of frags. But we do lose a lot of players. And this hasn't been a great Uber from us. Just helping my engineer kill some stuff there, but then I push back in. Poor mistake from me, I feel there. It works out well for us in the end, and I suppose that was my thinking, is continue to be aggressive. I'm being aggressive there with my engineer, just giving him some heal so he can get point presence and capture time. But, you know, it cost me my life, but in the end, it actually ends up winning us the round because, you know, that engineer pushes forward to try and kill me. He gets cleaned up, as do the rest of the players. So, yeah, because there was a config issue, we still had a payload config on, which is only first to 2. So, or is a different config, I can't remember which one. So it is in 2 parts, so we're going to move on to the second part now. So that was we're 2-0 up, and in King of the Hill maps it is first to 3, which is, you know, best to 5. Again, poor spawns, trying to heal my demo for as much as he can, but fortunately he can grab the health back on the left hand side. He operates on the left hand side, so he can't be as aggressive as maybe the enemy demo is right now, but, you know, it just means he comes in at a different point of the fight. And again, we're getting this weird lag, which kind of everyone on the server was receiving. It was server lag, but we get a pick. A spy gets a pick on the enemy demo there, which is pretty good. It means no demo for them, means no kind of damage across the point with those stickies. So we're taking advantage of that and walking forward. And that Girardi really screwed us over there. Our heavy could have gone really far forward, but in the end, you look in the kill feed, our soldier on a 5 kill streak goes absolutely huge, totally destroys their flank, and then our pyro also takes down the medic. So we have full Uber now, really good advantage for us. We just have to be careful that we don't make any mistakes, and we should be able to hold this point for quite a long time. And obviously the pressure's on the enemy team now, considering this was the second map and we'd won the first map and we're 2-0 up. One more round and they'd be knocked down to the lower bracket, whereas we just, you know, we just need to keep playing as we were. But everyone's taking a lot of damage here. They get so aggressive, and we end up dropping our sniper, which is really not good. And I'm flashing a lot here, trying to keep everybody alive. The sniper takes down our... see, I don't know how that arrow didn't hit our sniper. Classes didn't hit our scout. It looked like it went between his legs there. So we did get forced, and that Girardi is starting to annoy us a little bit. Goes again this time onto our demo, and because of that he gets taken down. Twisted with a sick headshot on the spy there. Seal running the Frontier Justice as well, just to get those crits, can really help him out. We're trying to push in, trying to get a pick or something, but they are spamming us out pretty hard. Our heavy dies again, so it was kind of awkward positioning, I guess. We're losing players and we're not getting much return from it, so we've lost our demo and we lost our heavy, and we've not really got any major picks out of it, and they're getting extremely aggressive here. You know, I have to drop down to the stairs so I'm not in the sight line. We do get a pick onto the heavy, so we're like, right, let's go forward. And I'm scared of the sniper at that point. I see him on the right hand side. I don't want to drop. I just want to get our team in. And you see, okay, so we didn't get any frags there, but we've taken so much space. We've got our positioning. We're going to get the point. We're going to capture the point. And our players did move up really far forward to prevent them pushing in. But I'm getting chased down here. And this is poor positioning from us. We're kind of stuck underneath now. It's not working out too good for us. My demo stood still there because he wanted an arrow, and I should have reacted quicker to that. And they've managed to capture the point, but we got a lot of frags in them fighting for that, including the medic. A little bit of dodging there, and my heavy guns down the demo so I don't die. My scout really wants a buff because he wants to go fight, but I'm more concerned about keeping my combo players alive. And we're trying to do some sort of forward hold here. Like I said, this is a rather new map, so it's kind of, teams are coming up with new and different strats every time we play the map. We try and hold them at this choke point a little bit. Spy is walking onto the point, and I use the Uber there because I don't know. I don't know what happened there. I don't know why I used the Uber. And then I get sniped. I look like it was from around the corner. Obviously ping difference or something like that. But yeah, I don't know why I used the Uber there. I think someone called for us to go in, and I ended up using it. Because obviously, from the biggest issue with me as a medic in that position, I can't see what's going in through that door. So if someone asks me to pop, I have to pop. I can't really judge the situation and say, oh, we don't need to pop. So if that call comes in, I have to react and just do it. And in the end, it doesn't really work out because they were too passive. They were holding really far back, and that didn't mean we could get in and get any frags. So we're just going to operate on this left-hand side now. Try to get some pressure onto them. And it looks like they have Ubered. I think I saw out the corner of my eye there. So we should have an advantage now, and that's something we should take advantage of. You know, not let go to waste. But they're doing the same thing we did to them earlier on, and just holding down this side. Scout getting extremely aggressive, but great play by our demo there. Our demo really wants to go in here. So we have the Uber now. I don't want to use it, but I do because our scout wants to run across the point and chase. So I try to keep it on the forward players as much as I can. Our demo was so weak, doesn't want to come into a fight, so he very smartly stays back, helps himself to some cap time on the point. That helps our team out. But because we kind of basically piggybacked there, we've used the Uber. The enemy team should have an advantage now. And I think we were kind of pseudo thinking of doing some sort of like forward hold there, but in the end people weren't far forward enough. So they do have Uber here. We need to be careful. We're only at 70%. They could move on to us at any point, and then they do, and I'm hoping my pyro can keep me alive here, and he does some good air blasting just to keep people out of the choke point and keep me alive with my Uber. So they have captured the point, but then you can see how aggressive they're getting here. That scout, if he'd pressured us there, that scout, he could have probably got the force off of me, but I did get forced in the end just because the demo's raining stickies down on me, and it's very very worrisome when you've got stickies all around you. You don't know how much damage you're going to take, but our demo jumps in there, takes down the enemy demo and the medic. Huge play from him. That pretty much won us the round, I feel. You know, considering they only had, what, 21 seconds left on the clock, our demo jumps in and just takes down two really key classes, and the rest of our team can just focus the point then and wait for the frags to come in. But the game is going to pretty much end there. That was it. It was first to three. Obviously, like I said, the config problems resulted in being in two parts. There we go. The demo is finished. So there you go, guys. That was the upper bracket final second map on Coal Plant. So it's a bit of a different map for you to look at. I don't know if anyone's going to be playing it again soon, maybe in the next ETF 12 season as well. So if you've played it this season and you're wondering how different teams play it and some ideas, that's the way that we try to apply ourselves to the map this time around. But I hope you enjoy this series, guys. I'm going to continue. I've got some more maps for us to look at from the different maps across the season, and well, I'm going to ask my teammates, because you know, last time around it was very popular. People enjoyed having a look at my teammates' POVs and having a look and listening to their commentary. So if my teammates I've got some time free, then we'll get them into Mumble as well and have a look at some of their demos. So we'll have a look at some of the different classes. But hope you enjoy it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.